Hey you guys, it's Licia Berry, and I'm coming to you from beautiful, historic Apalachicola, Florida. As you know, my husband and I have an art show that we just installed a couple days ago in the local Center for History and Culture and Art. And I'm going to have to wear my glasses. I'm sorry, it's so bright here. I just wanted to show you around. It is the most beautiful place. I'm in a park called Lafayette Park. And I just have to show you how gorgeous this is. It's right on the water, and this town is preserving homes, plots of land, gardens, buildings downtown right on the river, on the waterfront, in such a way that it makes it a very appealing place to visit, and apparently a very appealing place for people who are from other areas to come and buy property. So I just want to show you around. So let me just switch this about. So this is the street that I walked down to get here, and just look at these beautiful homes. That one's for sale, by the way. I love it. But look at this park. You know, the beautiful oaks and evergreens and shrubs, and then we've got a neat structure, gazebo kind of structure, but much bigger. It's a nice big park, and the neighborhoods here are just gorgeous. All these sweet older Victorian and farmhouse style homes. It's just so quaint and so charming. And the weather today, it's sunny and beautiful. It's a little windy. You may actually have trouble hearing me because of the wind, but it's a little chilly actually for Florida. I guess it must be like maybe 60 degrees right now. I love it. It's my ideal. I like Mediterranean temperatures, but and so I'm gonna take you for a walk here, just a little stroll in Scenic Apalachicola to see. Look at that sweet house over there. Isn't adorable? And look what's out there waiting for us. This is a little pier going out to the bay. I imagine the wind could get pretty wild and crazy while I get closer to the water, so if you're not able to hear me in a little while, don't fret. I'll just want you to enjoy the view. Oh, there goes a boat. That looks like a fishing boat. By the way, the waters here are very unique. The eco-diversity in this particular river, the Apalachicola River, and this is the bay off of the river, is unique and very important to preserve. Excuse me. There's actually an Apalachicola Riverkeeper organization that's fighting to protect the river because nearby large cities, Atlanta being among the biggest, are hungry for water, obviously, and these little communities that rely completely on the cleanliness and stability of their water ecosystem are affected profoundly by the decrease in fresh water that's used upstream in Atlanta and other big cities. And this particular town has a famed reputation for its oysters. Apalachicola oysters are among the sweetest and most tasty in the region, and perhaps in the whole southeast. I'm sure there will be people that argue with me about that, but they are known here for their oysters. And so for there to be any kind of a threat to the oyster beds is a major blow for a little fishing town like Apalachicola. Look at the beauty here. There's the big bridge. That's the causeway bridge that you take to get over to the town. And look at the lovely marshes. Such a place of wildlife, the marshes are the nursery for so many species, town has done a great job of preserving the wetlands, still supporting local economy of the fisheries, you know, the oysters and the shrimp here are fabulous, and the fish, of course, are fabulous off this town. And just the beauty, the historic beauty of this town has been so well preserved. They really got it right. You know, there are a lot of places that modernize and you lose that sense of era, that sense of time and place that makes some locations really special to visit and to see. So here we are. Oh, there's some wildlife over here. What's that? Oh, I think that's an anhinga. Hello. Yep. They call them swimmer birds and fish birds and snake birds because they go diving down into the water. They're birds, and they can actually swim underwater. And look, it's like taking forever for it to come up. It's down there swimming around getting some fish. And then they come up, and because of the oil on their wings, they'll sit out on a buoy marker or a rock or a limb or a tree or somewhere and just spread their wings and dry their wings out. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? So that's looking westish, I believe. Yeah, that would be the correct direction. And that's looking out at St. George Island. It's a popular tourist destination in this area. And then looking east toward the causeway. And and this is in the Panhandle of Florida, which is referred to frequently as the Forgotten Coast because it's so slow and quiet and relatively undiscovered here. You don't see a whole lot of development in this stretch of land on the Panhandle off Highway 98. Boy, that fisher bird has not come up yet, unless it's just gotten so far away that I can't even see him anymore. Wow. Well, anyway, just wanted to show you this beautiful location where we are, and our interest in sharing these places with you, these locations with you, is to show you what we see, show you the beauty that we see, as well as, the history, the culture, the lore. There's lots of stories here at Apalachicola, lots of ghost stories, lots of history. Here's where I just came from. It's just lovely, right? So I'm gonna head back in the direction of the park and try not to let my hat blow off. These lovely homes right here on the bay. What a great view. Of course, if the storm surge comes up, you might get in a little trouble. Where I grew up on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, I was taught that you don't build a house right on water. That's something that the foreigners do. And by foreigners, that was anybody who wasn't from Hatteras. My grandmother called them ferners. But what a great location. I wouldn't mind renting a house on the water like this. I wouldn't want to own one, probably. The insurance must be astronomical. But anyway, look at this. I mean, oh my God, the wealth and diversity of plant life. Look at those pines and the sable palms, which were used by the Native Americans in the area before European occupation as a food source and other uses. Look at the diversity down there. And what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. see little crabs in these little runoff areas where the tide has gone out. I don't see any right now. But what a neat texture. I might take a picture of that for some art to use as a texture. Boy, nature has so many amazing textures. Gorgeous. I was talking with a mockingbird this morning, or I should say the mockingbird was talking with me, and then I was talking back to the mockingbird. They're all about singing and using your voice without fear and singing loud and proud. So that's something that I'm working on personally, to be able to get a mission and message out there in the world of seeing the sacred in everything, seeing the beauty in everything. You know, I just look sometimes at this amazing world that we live in, the diversity and the richness of it, and it just makes me so appreciative and grateful, and also, you know, to want to protect it, to take care of it, because it is so very special. I think a lot of people don't get it, don't understand how precious this world is. You know, some people might look at this and just see, you know, a bunch of marshland, and I look at it and see a womb, fertile, full of life and full of potential, you know, a place where life can start, and it should be protected as an incubator. Wow. That moves me to tears a little bit. Continuing on into the park again. Nice little railway here, nice bridge that they made to take you out to the water. It also protects the marshland to have a bridge here too, doesn't it? It looks like a nice meeting to happen. Ooh. This little shady grove of beautiful trees. Isn't that gorgeous? There's our wind again. Look at the berries on this palm. I'd like to find out more about these palms. That's a good texture for some art too. Look, that could be really interesting going into behind a piece. Lovely houses right there on the water. Isn't it just sweet? And there's some folks coming. So I hope you enjoyed that little stroll. My thinking is that by just showing you where we are, that we're hopefully promoting the area, as well as letting you in on some awesome secrets, some places that not a lot of people come, because we love to explore places and share them with you. So stay tuned to Juicy Sacred Living, and I'll talk to you soon.